No.
It's up here, right?
Yes.
It means, ah, man, my trip was very bad. So let's say, my trip was very bad.
My trip was very bad.
One more time. My trip was very bad.
My trip was very bad.
Okay. So I'm going to put this one up here. Okay, and actually, I'm going to give you one of these. It's going to look just like this board, okay? So you'll write where the words go right here. And then we'll go over this in just a minute, okay? Okay. Okay. So on your sheets, write very. It's going to be really bad, right? So 100%. All of the words that we're going to be using today, they're called intensifiers. Can you say intensifiers?
Intensifiers.
Okay, don't do the bottom yet. I see you working on that, honey. Just wait, okay? Okay. So this word right here. Pretty. So yesterday, when Becca was teaching, she said her trip was pretty good. Right? Does that belong up here?
No.
Yes. Yeah. My trip was pretty bad. Yeah, for me. My trip was pretty bad.
My trip was pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Kind of.
Kind of. Here? In the middle? You think 50?
50%.
Okay. I'll do 50%. So. Between kind of and pretty? My trip was so bad.
Very.
Yeah, it sounds more
Yeah.
here. My trip was so bad. Yeah, I think you're right. Really. Say it after me. Really. My trip was really bad. One more time. My trip was really bad.
My trip was really bad.
So does it go
Very.
kind of the same as very, right?
Very.
Yeah. Very good. Uh-oh. Okay, and we have a special word here that we use to talk about if something was kind of bad about your trip. So, too. So if you say, if you're talking about how long your trip was, or the duration. Too long? What if you didn't have enough time? So the opposite of long is too short, right? You wish you had more time. Okay, so this is a special word, and it kind of means like, oh, my trip was too long or too short. It was bad that it ended when it did, or it was bad that it took so long. So we're gonna put it over here. It's kind of off of this, okay?
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you read in the chapel for me, please? The reading chapel. What you said.
T-I-R-B.
Oh, terrible.
Terrible.
Let's focus on bad, okay? You can use terrible, but we're just talking about bad right now. Okay? I'll write it for you after class. Is that okay? Okay, so we're focusing on bad. Um, and so, if you say it's very bad, does this word kind of give more meaning to bad?
No.
It doesn't. Why not?
Because, one second.
You're saying my trip was
Very bad.
so if you just said my trip was bad,
My trip.
right?
Yeah.
What if you said my trip was
Very.
very bad? Does it give more meaning to how bad? You can measure this, right? Like either 100%, 50%, 0%. Does this word kind of give meaning? What do you think, Sahani?
No, understand.
Okay, that's okay.
This trip is very bad.
Yeah, so let's think about this trip. Was this trip pretty bad?
Very bad?
Very.
No, it's very,
It's very bad.
Very bad.
very is high for bad.
Yeah,
High bad.
it's like a higher level, right?
High level.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay. Okay, so on that first line, underneath it says, intensifiers give more blank to adjectives. It gives more meaning to adjectives. Meaning. It gives it a level. So let's practice. My trip was very bad. My trip was really bad. My trip was so bad. My trip was kind of bad. My trip was pretty bad. Okay.
Is the same for good trip or no?
Okay, let's look. So if we use the word good. Whoops. Okay, my trip was
Very good.
very good.
Very good.
So say it after me. My trip was very good.
My trip was very good.
My trip was really good.
My trip was really good.
My trip was so good.
My trip was so good.
My trip was kind of good.
My trip was kind of good.
It was pretty good.
My trip was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
Very good. Pretty good.
So it works both ways, right? So is this, what kind of word do we call this? Describe something, right?
Adjective.
That's an adjective. So these words, what do you notice? If this is the adjective, where does it go?
Now?
So this is called an intensifier.
After, before that.
Before the adjective. So on your sheet it says intensifiers come in front of or before. So this second line right here, it goes in front of an adjective.
The second line is in front.
It goes in front of. Here's some notes. Connie, can maybe help you, okay? Okay, so what are some examples that we can use in this? I have a bunch right here. That last line. So what are some examples of words that go here? Very. Okay.
Really?
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
So,
Isa, what's the word we can use?
Come down.
Kind of. Pretty. Okay, you said 2. Now, can you say my trip was too good?
No.
No.
But, so.
You can say so though. Yeah, so if we were saying, you know, I didn't have fun on vacation. You know, we had too many days there and I was bored. You can say, my trip was. What can you say there?
Really?
No.
My trip was too long. I wish it was shorter. So I had a bad trip, it was too long. Too boring?
Why?
Say it one more time.
My trip was too bored.
Too bored?
Why?
With bored, if we're describing it, we're going to use boring. Okay, so too boring. Normally you'd say very in that situation. Okay? Feeling good about this? Okay. Okay, so individually, I'm going to give you this sheet right here, and this is a story. And this girl, Allie, she just got back from her trip. And her friend Tom picked her up from the airport. So kind of like yesterday with Becca, what you're going to do is you're going to circle all of these words, all of the intensifiers, okay? So every word that you see that very, really, so, kind of, circle it, okay? Are you guys going to do this in pairs? Nope, we're going to do it alone. Alone. It's going to be hard. It'll be good.
Yeah.
Are you going to circle?
Are
you going to circle the intensifiers?
yeah.
Okay.
You can try.
Yep. You don't have to be right, you just have to try. We're only going to look at this part right here, okay? So don't move on yet. Just this side.
You want to read this? Just read?
Just circle.
For what?